6 Profiling Techniques Used to Catch Criminals. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Court Climate. 6. Statistical Profiling. Statistical profiling is a technique used in criminal investigations that involves analyzing data and statistical information to develop a profile of the likely offender. This technique is based on the idea that certain demographic or socioeconomic factors may be associated with criminal behavior and that these factors can be used to identify potential suspects. Statistical profiling helps investigators build an offender profile by analyzing crime statistics, demographics, and socioeconomic factors. This information can then be used to narrow down the list of potential suspects and focus the investigation on those who fit the profile. One example of statistical profiling was in the case of the Green River Killer, a serial killer who murdered at least 49 women in the Seattle area in the 1980s and 1990s. 5. Victimology. Victimology helps investigators to build a profile of the victim by analyzing factors such as their age, gender, and socioeconomic background. This information can then be used to identify potential suspects and motives for the crime. You can examine the use of victimology in the case of the Golden State Killer, who committed a series of rapes and murders in California in the 1970s and 1980s. Investigators used victimology to analyze the characteristics of the victims and identify patterns that could help to identify the offender. The analysis revealed that the killer preferred attacking couples in middle-class neighborhoods and that his behavior suggested anger and aggression toward women. 4. Signature analysis. Signature analysis is a technique used in criminal investigations to analyze the unique characteristics of a crime scene or criminal behavior that suggest a particular criminal's distinctive modus operandi, MO. A criminal's signature refers to the specific and distinct behavior or aspects of the crime scene that they deliberately incorporate into their crimes as a form of gratification, personal satisfaction, or personal expression. Law enforcement professionals can build their criminal profile by analyzing the crime scene and identifying recurring patterns or elements in the behavior that indicate a particular offender's involvement. This information can then be used to narrow down the list of potential suspects and focus the investigation on those who fit the profile. This technique has been gaining popularity. It was extremely important in the Zodiac Killer case, which involved the murders of several people in California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. 3. Behavioral analysis. Behavioral analysis is a technique used in criminal investigations to analyze the behavior of offenders to develop a profile of their personality, motivations, and likely actions. This technique is based on the idea that behavior is often consistent across different situations and can provide valuable insights into a fugitive's characteristics. Investigators can build a profile of the offender by analyzing factors such as their criminal history, social interactions, and the patterns of their behavior. This information can then be used to narrow down the list of potential suspects and focus the investigation on those who fit the profile. We saw the successful use of behavioral analysis in the case of the D.C. sniper attacks in 2002. Investigators used behavioral analysis to analyze the killer's behavior and identify patterns, such as their choice of targets, methods of attack, and communication with law enforcement. 2. Digital forensic profiling. Digital forensic profiling is used in criminal investigations to analyze digital devices and data to develop a suspect's digital behavior profile. This technique is based on the idea that digital devices can provide valuable information about a suspect's activities and online behavior. This technique helps investigators build an offender profile by analyzing digital evidence, such as emails, social media activity, and internet search history. This information can then be used to identify potential suspects and motives for the crime. Digital forensic profiling was an important part of the Boston Marathon bombing case in 2013. Investigators used digital forensic profiling to analyze data from cell phones and social media accounts to identify the suspect's movements and activities in the days leading up to the attack. 1. Circle theory. Criminal profilers use circle theory to gain insight into the criminal's self-concept, social identity, and cultural context to develop a more accurate psychological profile. This can help law enforcement agencies to identify and apprehend more quickly and efficiently. Criminal profilers can gain insight into the offender's motivation, behavior, and thought processes by understanding the interplay between their inner circle, middle circle, and outer circle. The case of Ted Bundy is a prime example. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.